Hello, friends. Thanks for stopping by today. It's good to see you again. It's been a little bit, and I thought today we would chat about compromise and collaboration. You know, it's often been said, and I've heard it many, many times over the years, that in a relationship we should always compromise. Well, what I've discovered is that when we compromise, sooner or later, at least one person, maybe both, feel like they've been giving more, compromising more than the other person. And without even recognizing, we start building this tracking, this tally of how often have I compromised, and they haven't, and they don't seem to be interested in doing so. And I feel like I'm always giving in. Well, that creates resentment, and that's never a positive thing. But imagine for a second if we change our approach and we decide to collaborate. Now, this works for anything, intimate relationship, a work relationship, it doesn't matter. The person or the subject, quite frankly. But if we collaborate, we take this approach. And the first thing is that we align, that we agree upon the ultimate goal, the desired outcome, whatever that may be. Whatever that may be. Again, it could be work situation, right? How many times have you worked on a project at work or had to meet a certain objective or goal, and everyone had a different idea of what that looked like and how to get there? Many meetings are spent doing these kind of things. Well, it's the same with someone that you love. Where do you want to live? Where do you want to buy? What couch do you want to get? What kind of furniture? Whatever it may be. The approach doesn't change. Agree upon the ultimate goal, the desired outcome. And secondly, once you agree upon that, then collaborate on the journey to get there. You see, often the challenge is that everyone thinks they're right about how to accomplish that, whatever that is. And then everyone thinks, in my being right, this is the best way to get there. And we may not say, but we often think it's the only way to really get there. It's the only way to be successful. Well, friends, I'll tell you, there's a multitude of ways to get to any location, to get to any outcome. A multitude of ways. Being right, quite frankly, is overrated. Oh, and I know. I spent much of my life needing and wanting to be right. And all I did was preclude the ability to myself to hear others' ideas and thoughts, and it could have been so much smoother. But I made it difficult on myself mostly, and others, I'm sure. Being right is overrated. As we share our thoughts on how to meet the goal, get to the ultimate outcome, whatever that is, and we're open, right? That's the key, is that we're open. We listen and we speak from our heart. And in that openness, we learn. We learn about what's the best way to get there. We learn about ourselves. Oh, what's my bias on that issue? Or why am I opposed to that? Or why does he or she like that or not? You see, we become curious and we become inquisitive and we become open. And we learn. And what we find is that we ultimately create a journey to get to that outcome. And it's much more fruitful. Being collaborative is also a much more peaceful process because we're sharing. Again, remember, listen from the heart, speak from the heart. So I encourage you, friends, I encourage you to try this out. I encourage you to practice it. Like anything else, right? We have to practice. You didn't learn how to drive a car and one time only and you had it done. No, you had to practice. And at first it was uncomfortable. But you probably get in the car now and don't even think about it. You just drive. So practice. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with others. The more you practice, the better you get at it. Enjoy the rest of your day, friends, and we'll see you soon.